Watching conventions is something that interests me, mainly because I've been banned from WorldCon under false pretenses. Of course, they were awful towards me. They wanted to target me because I voted for Trump openly, and they still target me to this day. It's really crazy and sad the way that they treat me as an author who's pretty successful in the field. But they won't stop, and it's absolutely crazy to me. So today I've got a tale of two conventions, because we've got one WorldCon, which is pandering like hell to the woke SJWs, trying to force culture in that direction. In fact, they're so crazy that they're even having 2023's convention in China. But then we have FenCon, who's actually standing up to the SJWs and actually saying, hey, we're going to be having a convention that's just about books, about fun, about what we're supposed to have. And I like this comparison, so I hope you'll stick around and enjoy this with me. It's a lot of fun. All right, if you don't know who I am, I'm John Delarose. I am a #1 best-selling and award-winning author. This is one of my award-winning books and #1 best-selling books. It is For Steam and Country. I'm writing book 6 right now, so there's a full 5-book series. They're all available on audio, Kindle, whatever format you prefer. That is on Amazon. I've got my Amazon page in the description below. Support the channel, support the books. We're trying to do something different, provide fun culture, provide that sense of wonder that science fiction used to have before these people just went crazy and started just like looking at their own navels and then positing whether their navel had different pronouns or not. We're trying to bring it back, trying to have fun again, and we've done it without their permission. So please check that out. I appreciate you guys who have done so already. Of course, this book's a great bestseller, and it's fun times. All right, the first thing I'd like to report is on WorldCon this year, which is ChiCon number 8. I guess that's the 8th that's coming there. The 80th World Science Fiction Convention. They blocked me on Twitter yesterday, which is really interesting. So not only did they lose their guest of honor, it's a regret that we announced that Charles DeLint had to step down as guest of honor due to family circumstances. All these conventions always are having struggles at this point because they are pandering towards the woke elites. And of course, it makes it not useful for business. So it's an easy decision just to step down and just not show up to the convention at this point. Look at who we got. Look at there's literal pink hair weirdo freaks here. And that's exactly what they're trying to accommodate. So of course, no real readers want to show up. No real families want to come to this anymore for good reason. And so it's just slowly spiraling and circling the drain of their convention. It's going nowhere. Now they don't even have an author guest of honor for real. And it's sad. Now, they had an in memoriam page, and they said that, of course, you can nominate anybody through fandom, and this is why they blocked me yesterday. I nominated my co-host of my live stream from last year, Testify HD. He passed away of COVID earlier this year. It was a very brutal and awful death. The man was a very, very big Star Wars fan. He was really into The Mandalorian, the Book of Boba Fett, and he liked to talk about that on my live streams with me. He was somebody integral to fandom in general, and instead of just putting it up on their website like they would a normal person, WorldCon blocked me for mentioning it. And this is the sick lengths that these SJWs will go to. They will get mad over somebody dying who's somebody they don't approve of because of associations. Just sick. I really condemn strongly the people who are running WorldCon right now. I can't believe they'd go that length. Of course, I was banned in 2018, and I had to sue WorldCon for defamation, which I won, and they had an apology. And they're continuing to this day to get worse. But we do have good news on the other side. We have something opposite of this, and it's a convention really showing the way, something different than what WorldCon's doing here with their abusiveness, with their trying to ostracize normal people from their convention. No, there's another convention that's doing it right, and they're called FenCon. So FenCon in Dallas, Texas, announced on March 29th that one of their guests of honors will be Larry Correia from Baen Books. Now, Larry hasn't seen eye to eye with me from times, but that's fine. I don't ask everybody to do that. That's not my purview to do that. But he was named guest of honor, and this has happened a few times over conventions over the course of his career. He's had a very, very successful career. And I remember when Origins Game Fair banned him from the convention because an SJW mob came at them online. Now, a similar SJW mob came at FenCon, of course, because it happens every time. No matter where you go, you get concern. I mean, I'm to the point where if I'm going to be on a YouTube channel that is out of my normal circles, just to be interviewed, to talk books, whatever it is, I almost don't even mention it in advance just so that they don't get harassed by people like this. It's absolutely crazy. So I can only imagine what happens when Larry's, mentioned as a guest of honor. And he actually had his own blog on this. FenCon announced I am their writer guest of honor. Immediately, a bunch of caring leftists threw a temper tantrum and demanded I get kicked out because of my evil bad think. But FenCon issued a statement and stuck to their guns, so that was refreshing. I found it's about 50-50 when SJWs throw a tantrum if the event caves and kicks me out or not. That's right, it's about 50-50, but FenCon is on the good side. They're about fun, they're about books, and here's what they said. FenCon has always selected our guests based upon their body of work. We know that there may be writers, artists, or creators that some fans disagree with for reasons other than their pushed works. We have always worked hard to be accepting of all fans and guests. Our goal is that FenCon to be placed free of political opinions and discriminations. Beautiful. Anyone is free to not attend if they don't like a guest's views. However, we feel that would be passing up a chance to actually get to know a person and see past your differences. Imagine that. It's called diversity. Diversity of thought and opinion is just as important as any other kind of diversity and can bring new understanding when it is allowed to happen. Yeah, it's very nice to hear this. It is refreshing. I've never heard of anybody fighting back like this. This is a new era. I really think that, like 2022, enough normal people are fed up with it, and they're not scared of the SJWs anymore. They see that these guys can make a mob and throw a fit and cause maybe 2-3 weeks of disturbance online, but in reality, the SJWs have no power. And I gotta say to anybody who watches this, who's a convention organizer, a person who schedules guests for programming or anything like that, don't worry. These people don't have power. All they can do is amplify the signal of what's going on, and it makes it so normal people want to attend. So I'm sure anybody in Dallas, Texas watching this will be like, yeah, maybe I'll go to FenCon this year. I've never even heard of it before. And that is all FenCon's going to get from this. They're going to get rewarded for having a guest like Larry who writes books that are fun, that people enjoy. And the SJWs can buzz off. They don't have any money anyway. So I'm happy about this. I love watching this. I hope that we start to turn the tide in culture even further. And we'll be reporting on it and working on it here too at the channel. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll be back soon.